In this video, I'm going to share a free toolkit that you can use to plan your Hispanic Heritage Month activities for the month of September and October. Presentation that you can use with 5 lessons and activities, videos, and even things that you can download for free. In this video, I'm going to show you how to access this free template and how you can use it throughout your lessons. So go to www.hispanicstar.org/toolkit and you can get this free presentation for Hispanic Heritage Month. I'm going to walk you through how to use these lessons to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month on your campus. So let's get started. I love this toolkit because it's free. There are tons of ideas. There are videos to accompany the lessons, and there are even activities that you can use within these lessons. So I'm going to break down each one of them, so stick around. Lesson 1 is all about fun facts of Hispanic Heritage Month. As you may know, Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated from September 15th through October 15th, and they give you 10 facts about Hispanic Heritage Month. As you can see, the fun facts are broken down so that you can use them in a number of different ways. You can use these on the morning announcements, so you can either get on the intercom yourself or have some student volunteers share these daily. Well, they're not going to be enough for the whole month, but you can use these and then you can add to them. Or you can share these fun facts with your teachers and they can use these in their daily lessons. For example, math, language arts, or any core content teachers can put these in their warm-ups. And so while students are coming in, getting settled, they can see these fun facts, read them, and then take maybe 2 minutes to discuss them before they get started. You'll have to talk to your teachers beforehand before doing this and make sure that you get their buy-in. There's a video here that you can use through your classroom counseling lessons, and it's the Hispanic Star Kids Choir. They're going to be singing the national anthem in Spanish. And then they have some pop quizzes. So there's a couple different ways that you can use this. You can use this as a fun icebreaker before you get started on your lessons to test your students' knowledge. Or you can do trivia. So you can do like a daily trivia and see if students can answer these questions and give out prizes. For example, question 1 focuses on when Hispanic Heritage Month starts. So it gives you 4 different options for multiple choice. And then it also gives you the answer. Another way you can use this is if you do like Microsoft Forms or Google Forms and send these out to the students and see who can actually do it that way. And that's an easier way for you to assess who's the winner is so you can give out prizes. And lesson 2 aligns with the theme of Hispanic Heritage Month for this year. And the theme is Pioneers of Change, Shaping the Future Together. I love lesson 2 because it focuses on the contributions of Hispanic people around the world to our culture, to science, technology, and STEM. Before you get started with lesson 2, it gives you some really short videos trying to educate others about the contributions of Hispanics throughout STEM. And as you can see, Hispanics represent 8% of STEM jobs. And let me tell you how I would use this statistic. If you are at a school that has a population of Hispanic students and families, you can encourage them to see what that 8% looks like. If you're in a classroom with maybe 20 or 30 students, do the math and show how many people out of that 20 to 30 would 8% represent. And that will encourage them to even see that, hey, maybe I can do something in STEM. And now it moves on to people such as Jose Hernandez, who works at NASA. This can open the eyes of many Hispanic students so that they can see that there are people who are just like them who have done things throughout the world and that they can work in NASA. I live in Houston and we have a NASA Space Center in our city. And this could be another thing where you could either organize a virtual tour or see if you can take your students on a field trip to NASA so that they can see. They also share others in Hispanic culture who have done influential things, such as Luis Von Ahn, who is a computer scientist who created Duolingo. So you may even use Duolingo on your campus. And if you show the students that someone from Hispanic heritage created this app and created this toolkit, that's an amazing thing for them to see because it teaches them that they can do these same things if they put their mind to it and they're motivated. And this is the activity that goes along with lesson 2. You're going to help your students create their dream job. It gives you the step-by-step instructions so you don't have to do anything other than help your students if they have trouble with finding a career that fits them. And this aligns, of course, with the work of school counselors because it focuses on ASCA's domain of college and career readiness. So lesson 3 focuses on celebrating Hispanic stories and voices, cultivating a sense of belonging and cultural diversity, which again aligns with what we do with school counselors. It gives you some more statistics that are really important for them to understand, especially this one. 1 out of every 5 people in the United States is Latino. Here's where lesson 3 focuses on representation in the media. You share another statistic with them that only 4 to 7% of the characters we see in TV are Latino. If you work in a middle or a high school setting, this is where you want to encourage your students to participate in theater and take that theater course that they may have been scared to take for whatever reason. You want to suggest theater to them as a class so they can increase their public speaking skills and increase their confidence. This lesson focuses on America Ferrera from the show Ugly Betty. I've never seen this show, I've heard of it before, but it talks about the importance of actresses in Hollywood who are Hispanic so that our students can see that they can do this too. So you see how your role as the school counselor is to influence them to take theater if they're interested in that as a class, or to sign up for after school plays, or even to help with the props or the setup so that they can start getting an idea of these are the things that they can do if they actually want to go into acting full time. The activity that aligns with lesson 3 is focusing on creating your own TV show. You're going to have your students think about their favorite TV show and either add a Hispanic character to that or create their own show. So again, it gives you the specific instructions. You may not be able to see this. You can have to download the toolkit because it's a lot of different things. But it tells them how to create their idea, how to choose a platform. So as you know, they can watch TV, they can go to the movies. They even have YouTube or even like celebrities who are doing little skits on Instagram or TikTok. These are all different ways that they can use the media to show representation of their culture and themselves. They have to describe their main character, create a simple outline for the show, explain why it's cool to watch it, and of course, include Hispanic characters and stories. You can also have them present this to the class when they get done. You can have your students write this out on paper, or you can create a very simple Google slide template where you can share with them one slide where they can actually put all their information on there. There's so many different ways that you can do this, but it's actually going to be really fun to do this to see what your students come up with. Lesson 4 focuses on the value and strength of storytelling. So, this lesson I will gear more towards elementary, but you can use it for middle school and high school too. They do have children's books that they focus on in this lesson, but it's more specifically talking about important characters and influential people in Hispanic culture. Some of these people are sports athletes, actors, or people who work in government or other influential areas. So they have little books that you can see. Celia Cruz, Roberto Clemente. It gives fun facts. It introduces the book to the students. Silvio Rivera. Some of these people they may already be familiar with, but you can share fun facts about them, such as the Did You Know? Sonia Sotomayor, Ellen Ochoa. So a famous astronaut, a famous woman astronaut, which they need to see. And of course, Bad Bunny. So some of them have probably heard of Bad Bunny. With exercise 4, there's an activity that highlights these influential stars and people. There's a free download that you can click on, and it has these posters and it has these fun facts, and the students will match these with the people who they go with. So you're going to put these students in groups, give them these cutouts, and have them match these people after you've gone over the lesson. Or you can do this as a pretest. So let's see if they already know these things. And so for lesson 5, this focuses on different ways to highlight individualism, creativity, and diversity. Again, what we're doing as school counselors and how we should be highlighting other people's differences. The activity for exercise 5 is a Hispanic food passport. There's another free download here, and you're going to talk about the students' favorite dishes, where they come from, and why they're important for everyone to try and celebrate. You can download this free template. You'll need coloring materials and have your students fill out this passport. Here are the instructions again. They're going to create their own food passport. They're going to put their own information on there. They're going to make food pages. They're going to fill out their passport, and they're going to explore and share with other people. I'm at a very large school, and we try to limit printing paper of any kind because I have over 1,200 students in my campuses. So we just try to conserve paper. So another way you can do this is create a Padlet. And this is what I've done before. Go to Padlet, which is an online tool that you can use. It's kind of like an online bulletin board. And so you can have your students share pictures, memes, or GIFs of their favorite food, have them describe the food, and then it's like literally a virtual bulletin board where all of your students on your campus can add to it and create and share their own food. You can also have them share recipes, and then you can share that out to the teachers, and they can use this for the morning warm up. They can highlight one specific food that's shared on that timeline or that Padlet throughout the 5 days of the week, throughout the entire month. That's a great way to highlight Hispanic culture and food and traditions. I've done this before, and it's actually really fun. And I learned about some new foods that I had never heard of, and I wanted to go try. They also have some free stickers that you can download. I'm not really sure how this works, but there is a download. So there's different things that you can use here. If you want some more ideas for how to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month on your campus, check out this video on the screen where I go into more detail of other things that you can use to celebrate and highlight Hispanic culture.